Hello and welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Jan and Frank are here.
The bus driver.
Yeah, Jan.
Oh, look at bus driver.
The Tottenham Hotspur bus driver. If they win the Europa League, Jan will be driving the bus. Jan will be
of
at the
course
wheel.
I should. Yeah, of course I should.
Yes.
I mean,
oh,
Tottenham.
Here we go. You've been arguing with everybody.
Yeah, no, I just say Tottenham, this is a great plan for them. They should go to Arsenal and they should see Arteta standing there at Emirates and they should honk and they have a silver trophy. For Tottenham to cancel a parade, I mean, that is bizarre. I mean, how can you get up with that idea? And Manchester United having a barbecue, I think that you can't make that up. You can't make that up.
I love that he's got Mikel Arteta living at the Emirates.
Yeah.
He'll just be there.
Waiting outside.
Yeah, he lives there. He lives there.
Waiting outside.
For the bus to go by. Okay, for everyone, as a United supporter, I selfishly want us in Europe for the recruitment pull, the financial boost, and the 0.01% trophy dream. But maybe this squad needs fewer games and more time to rebuild. What do you all think? Is Europe a distraction or not?
I'm going to go for not. I think big clubs inevitably, Manchester United, despite their current league position, is still a big club. I think the foundations of big clubs are to build squads to compete on every single level. I don't see how or why not being in Europe is more beneficial to a club like United.
That's a fair thought, isn't it, Frank, from a Manchester United fan, to just want the best for his club and to hopefully try and get there?
Yeah, and I agree with him, and I agree with Shaka. I think all those clubs they need to be involved in Europe to make sure that they can attract players. But you have the reality of the everyday work, and what shows Manchester United doesn't really, how you say, make people deciding to come over if you are a very good player. Yeah, I don't think there is one very good player willing to come to Manchester United. And I say the same about Arsenal like 6 years ago, about Chelsea like 3 years ago, where you hesitate. And if you have a choice for other clubs, you will choose the other clubs, because Manchester United, as Shaka said, is a big club because of the history. But in the present time, it's not. So it's complicated. You attract, but you don't attract the best of the best.
Jan, is Vincent Kompany now ready to take over Man City if Pep decides to go?
No. And I said before the season, I don't think Kompany will be ready to take on Bayern Munich because remember he was a sixth choice. But in respect to Kompany, he has calmed down the club and he's won the Bundesliga trophy. But the standard at Bayern Munich is not to win the domestic titles, is to come as far as you can in the Champions League. Will he be a candidate? Probably. He will be a candidate. Now Alonso could be a candidate, but he went to Real Madrid. So Kompany will of course be up there. But I think that he is very happy with his job at Bayern Munich.
Okay. Do House and Trent Alexander-Arnold make Madrid a contender for next season? If not, who else will you realistically sign? What do Madrid need?
Yeah.
I don't think this is a matter of players. I think there is a balance in the team need to be sorted. And you have to have the two best players, not at least run back. At the moment they are walking. And it reminds me a bit of the first Galacticos that was built up with all the great players in the Beckham era. They just forgot to get in some defenders. So I think that the main thing will be for Alonso to get the balance in the team, and I don't think that Arnold itself will make them a contender, but I think that Alonso can try to get that balance going, but he has to sort the problem with the two superstars who need to start acting like superstars and also be team players.
Frank, what do you think of Ligue 1's idea to have a 4-team playoff to determine the league winner and make it more competitive?
I was just told by our director today, Michael, about that I wasn't aware of it, that I thought about it. Well, that could be a good idea. I don't know. It shouldn't be a statement. It shouldn't be for forever. But yeah, that could be interesting, because it's true that Paris Saint-Germain are so better than the others, so superior than the others, that could create something more attractive. Clubs like Lens, like Marseille, Monaco, they try to compete. It happened sometimes with Montpellier in 2012, and I think with Lille,
Monaco,
I think it was
2016?
Monaco. Thank you, Monaco, 2016. But it's more because Paris Saint-Germain weren't there, because they weren't good enough. So, yeah, it can be an idea. I don't know if it will please the purists of the Ligue 1, because they used to not having that kind of concept. But yeah, if you can attract the competition, better rights, TV rights, because that's a big concern right now. Yeah, I'm for it.
Should put Frank dancing at the beginning of every game to get some more viewers.
Okay.
Seems to work. Just don't let Craig watch it, all right? Jan's biggest Borough fan, at Middlesbrough Jan. Jan, thoughts on the fans booing Trent this weekend? Told you it was coming off.
Oh, where should I start? I was there. Where should I start? Let me start by saying that the Liverpool fans can feel whatever they want, period. Okay, they're up to them. I think it's embarrassing. I was there. I thought that this thing about Trent Alexander-Arnold was the thing that the Liverpool fans on social media kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I would never imagine that so many people would do it inside the stadium. I start filming and when he was getting on. And I was embarrassed. Okay, I would be the devil's advocate and I say, maybe you can do a signal when he gets on. Fair. I can give you that, and I get that. You don't want to lose him for free and everything. By booing him every time he gets the ball, it's one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen. I have a great respect for Liverpool fans. I thought they are very knowledgeable. They're one of the best fans in the world. But that was our own goal, and I couldn't believe it that I was sitting there, that was happening around me.
Okay, there you go. That was Jan's thoughts.
Every word of that was spot on.
For Shaka.
Perfect, perfect, Jan. You ending it very well. You know, the show.
Yes.
You didn't start very well, but you're ending it very well.
This is ending it really well. Are you ready? This is wonderful. For Shaka, this is Save Your Tooth Month in May. Do you still leave your tooth around the office like you did a couple of years ago?
I've got a permanent implant now, so I don't have to take it out and leave it anywhere.
I remember you forgot it one day, but because the camera has you this side, I think you got away with it.
Oh, somebody took a photo of it in the green room where we watch the games. Somebody took a photo of it and sent it in.
What, would you
Actually,
just leave it on the
it
table?
might be our producer today, Michael, who did that.
Did you just leave it on the table?
Yeah, I just forgot it.
You just...
So I used to take it out when I was eating. So I was eating, I just forgot it.
What? Save Your Tooth Month?
But Kay, back in the early 80s, there was a Norwegian who played in Scottish football. He didn't have a long career there, but he was taken off a game, and he came into the dressing room, and he was so mad that he was taken off that he changed all the tooth that were lying around in the glasses. So when the players came in after the game, they couldn't find their teeth, so they put in the wrong tooth. 100% true story. 100% true story.
Wrong. That is so wrong.
Oh my God.
No.
What if
God.
I was told, like, oh, I like these ones better? I keep them. All right.
His teeth taste funny.
Thanks for that, Jan. That's all we've got time for in the latest
Thank
edition of
goodness.
Extra Time. I know. Thanks for your questions, everybody. And we'll be back tomorrow. In fact, Dan will be back tomorrow.
It's about time of swanning about.
Barcelona, no doubt.